evening. Tonight we are preparing a burger picnic salad, and I've got 2 chubs of beef here. I'm going to be preparing some hamburger patties, and you could barbecue them, but tonight we're just going to fry them on the stove because we're too tired to go outside. Okay, so I'm going to start breaking up the chubs here. This is a 90-10 beef, and it's what I prefer because I don't like to lose. I don't like it super fatty, or I like to be able to control it. So some people are purists and they don't like to put anything in their burger, but I like mine flavored. So I have caramelized some half a red onion here in butter, and so that's going to add a little bit of fat in here that some of you might be missing since I'm not doing the 80-20 beef. Just a spoon of some browned butter here, just one, and then I'm going to add a couple shakes of some Worcestershire sauce. I guess that's about 6 or 7. A little bit of garlic powder here. Probably that was maybe a quarter of a teaspoon, just a hint. And I'm going to mix this well together. The browned butter that I had was what I cooked the onion, caramelized the onion in. So it's a onion flavored butter there. So you could see here with the meat that there's really not much addition to anything here. Just a little bit, just to give it a little bit of seasoning through the burger. So I've washed clean hands, and let's see, I have 2 pounds of beef here, so usually you figure a quarter pound per person. And so let's see, then I'll divide my things here into 8 sections. So I usually, before I actually go to the trouble of making patties, I equally make little balls of meat to make sure that everything is kind of equal here. So you just nice and get this pressed very well together, and then when you press it out, you want to get a nice, on these home-shaped burgers, you want a nice indentation in it, because otherwise it'll turn into a ball anyway while you're cooking it. So a nice indentation there. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to season just with some salt and pepper on, let's see, where did the pepper? On the outside. Nice amount, one on both sides, not too much, just nice. And we'll let these go for a little bit on medium, and I'm going to prepare the salad dressing. Well, there's burgers out there that have a Thousand Island dressing on them, so I decided to go ahead and make a homemade version. I grew up, that was the only salad dressing my dad would eat, was Thousand Island dressing, and I grew up just mayonnaise, ketchup, and pickle relish. But I wanted to up the game a little bit here, and I've done a little research on original recipes of Thousand Island, and they actually thicken theirs, the original version, with well, they actually would push the egg through a sieve, but I have just fork broken up my egg here. I have some shallot, and I have some bread and butter pickle that I have chopped up. I got this, it was last weekend. We went out on a date to a new place in Marion called the Cottage Kitchen and Bakery, and I believe it's Creech Farms is where their garden and stuff, and they actually can pickles and jams and a bunch of stuff out right here at the restaurant. So we picked one up, and I decided instead of another one, I would try their bread and butter pickles in here. So I've got about a cup, maybe a cup and a quarter of Best Foods or Hellman's mayonnaise. This one is actually the one made with olive oil. And I've got just a regular organic ketchup here. And I'm going to put about a half cup of ketchup in. Now you could use like half a bulb of, I don't want too much garlic in here, but I want just a little bit. So I decided to use the granulated garlic powder. I'm just going to do a couple shakes, very, very small amount. And same, just a couple shakes, just to give a little zing of smoked paprika. I'm going to check the burgers real quick. These have been going about, oh, what did you say, 4 minutes or so? What do you think, Helen?
Yeah, roughly about that.
And
I can tell you I'm hungry.
Nice turn here. We got a nice char on the one side. An even thickness all the way around. They're not too, they're not ballooning like they would if I hadn't put that divot in the center. Like I said, we like flavor around here, and so I'm going to put about 1/8 of a teaspoon in of the black pepper. I'm just going to give that a stir. I encourage you to taste as you go, and if something I've got here isn't, like maybe you're concerned about some spice and you don't want it too hot, try a little bit, and then less than what I say, and then keep going, try and give it a try. Because I know I want this whole egg in. Just going to scoop that in. Let's see. Scoop that in there. And like I said, I just fork mashed that. Some people would say put it in through a sieve, and I didn't want to get my sieve dirty tonight, so I'm trying it this way. And we need about a couple heaping tablespoons of rough chopped bread and butter pickles, or any sweet pickle, or you can use pickle relish if you want to do that. Now I'm a little shy on the raw onion, so I'm going to just put, this is one shallot, I'm just going to put half of this in and see how I like it. I have a little bit of extra there that I can stir in if I want a little more flavor. Oh, well, okay, here you go. Let's see.
Yummy.
Okay, so I'm going to assemble a couple of salads here. I have some cleaned and spun lettuce. So I've got here a lovely garden tomato from my husband's co-worker, some corn that I've cut off the cob from a farm down the road, some cut carrot, chopped bacon, this is applewood bacon, and some grated sharp cheddar cheese. So I'm doing serving 4 tonight. I have extra burgers, but so I'm just going to take some of this lovely dressing that we just made. There we go. All right, burger picnic and a salad.